25. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. To throw here, Dalton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they put field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith, 31 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Lutz good on the extra point. And we're tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, 38 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in the playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
1st and 10 for Dalton. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Dalton now to pass. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So Dalton now drives the left side and finds Olave. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drive too many on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some great calls at right. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Passing, it's Dalton. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And it'll be Dalton again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. In motion left goes Smith.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Extra bulk up front. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Dalton's throw complete there to Smith. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Dalton will just sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Let's look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Kenny now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So that'll change things a bit. 15 yards added on. Going to put him on the other side of midfield.
And add on a shake of the head defensively because he got caught where his hand wasn't supposed to be, and that cost him 15 yards.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And now to the air, Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Jackson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score. Lutz with the extra point. They're within 7 now, 28-21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On second down, it's Cook again. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Cousins on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. To throw it is Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second down, Cook. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 1st down, here's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. Taken down by Pete Werner.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Line time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're to the second half. That's a little bit of a surprise to me. But that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints will have the football back. Dalton sets up play action. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And that is as we are tied early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks takes it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Near sack. They got to it just as it was leaving his hand.
They might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. What's good on the extra point? And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first and 10, Cousins. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards remain for second down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second and 5. Now Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. Cousins Cousins to throw. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on a deep...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Kamara. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Cousins. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. All right, here's Dalton. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Joseph now to have the PAT. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Kamara try the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a safe.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not